Here to check on the pork belly, see how it's coming along. It's been on there for about 3 hours. About halfway done with being cooked, it looks like, just kind of based on where the temp is at. Just want to come and look at it, see how it's coming, see if we got any bark forming on it. Go ahead and open this up. Looks like we are starting to get some bark forming here. Down here also have a little bit of pooling, which I was really hoping to avoid. This is my first time doing this. I'm gonna live and learn, but I want to just kind of spritz this front side here, just keep it from getting too dry. That looks like it's getting a little bit dry. And then the back side here, kind of get these edges. So I feel like it's doing better than I expected it to. I want to keep it going. Still undecided if I'm going to wrap it or not. Right now I'm kind of leaning towards not wrapping it this time. Again, that's still up in the air. Still basing it off of feel and just basing it off of how it looks as it's coming along. Right now it's not looking like it's just overly dried out. It looks like it's just progressing and making a good bark. Also, it's looking like it's not going to be in there for super long. Because of that, I may also just decide not to wrap it just so I can get as much smoke flavor and the best bark possible on it. Alright, so out here to check on the status of the pork belly. This one's coming along really nicely. Really like the coloring of the bark. Kind of see where the fat's kind of splitting and kind of disrupting that bark a little bit. It's okay, we have a little bit of pooling going on. So I'm considering just kind of picking it up and dumping that off. I might do that. Overall, it's looking pretty good. Still on the fence if I'm going to wrap it or not. Right now it's at about 167. Let it sit in here and just see how it progresses. Alright, so I decided I'm going to go ahead and wrap the pork belly. So I'm just kind of following the same kind of guiding principles I would for wrapping any. I spritzed all of the foil with cider vinegar, but in any case, I'm going to go ahead and just wrap this thing, wrap it up kind of tight. Here's another reason why I'm wrapping it, because I want to get it out of the stall at this point. I don't want this to continue losing its moisture content any more than it already has. Anyways, it's wrapped and you get it back on the cooker. My meter app tells me I should take this to 203 degrees and then I should pull it off. I'm going to actually just sticking with my principles of how I treat meat. And I'm going to do the same thing I do with pork butt. I'm going to do the probe test. Stick some probes in here and feel it for when it's soft. Maybe even pick it up to kind of feel how tender it is. I'm going to keep the meter probe in it just so I can monitor its progress and kind of see how it's coming along. But ultimately, going to use the probe test to make sure that it's done. The pork belly right now is temping at about 200 degrees. I use my little probing stick that I found, just a skewer stick. Didn't have any toothpicks. Use one of these and just kind of cut it off. Just want to check it to see how it's feeling about at 200 degrees, see what I think. Going in really smooth. Actually feeling pretty darn good, I think. And I'm checking on this end because this end is thicker in. I'll check over here too. I want to be careful too that I don't go all the way through. Going in smooth, but it's more about paying attention to how it comes back out. If there's any grabbing, probably not quite done. Should be done in about a half hour or so. This is something that I'm going to just kind of keep doing and just keep probing. I'll probably just continue using this hole here in the middle. Just want to pick it up too, see how it feels. Yeah, it's definitely feeling soft. Definitely can feel it bending around my finger. Totally the feel that I want. Back out here to check pork belly, see if it's done or not. I think it's probably going to be done. Oh yeah, it's feeling a whole lot better. No resistance in or out. A little bit right there, but that'll cook itself out as it rests. This one I'm feeling really good about. It's stepping at about 201 right now, but I'm not too worried about the temperature. I'm more worried about just how it feels with the probe. Doing the toothpick testing, I guess what they call it. I want to pick it up too though, just to see. Really can't see, but it's just bending right over my fingers right here on the back. Feels a lot like ribs. When ribs are done, pick it up and it just kind of bends around your hand. That's how this feels. Call that one done and get it pulled off. Okay, so here is the pork belly. It is cooked. It is rested. It feels super soft, super tender. Gonna go ahead and start slicing it up. I wanted to address just a few things why I wrapped it. Reason being is because it just kind of stalled out. So I can actually, juices pouring out through the pores, kind of pushing their way out. Temperature outside dropped. It is the dead of winter still, and a really strong wind kind of picked up, kind of made it difficult. Like the temperatures in the cooker were still fine, but the meat was reacting to that. So I ended up just wrapping it. As soon as I did, got it out of the stall immediately and just kind of finished cooking it off. Not really quite sure how I want to go about cutting this. I may just cut it in half this way and then slice it across. So I want to see how the fat rendered all the way across and see how it turned out. Silky smooth cutting through it, that's for sure. If I didn't hit on the flavors, I definitely hit on the tenderness. Go ahead and pick this thing up, and you can see there, really good fat render. Good smoke ring on there also. Reminds me a lot of a brisket. Did a really, really great job. Really, really happy with this. You can see it's just super squishy, super juicy. Have that really awesome bark that I was trying to hit on. I'll cut some of these up real quick here. Yeah, this thing is just having a hard time just keeping itself together. That's probably one of the best pieces of pork I've ever had. And that was even the leaner piece of the pork. Can taste that bacon flavor to it. Really good. Really, really tender. Really, really juicy. Tons of flavor. Bark on this thing is great. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. I want to try my trimming a little bit differently next time so I can avoid this puddling that happened right here on this piece. Yeah, I mean, look at these pieces, man. These are just like, look at that rendered fat in there. I mean, it's just so good and just coming right apart. No effort at all. If you guys like what I've been doing, if you like things that I've been making, like, I'm happy. If you don't like it, please, you don't like it, and that's fine. Like, feel free to comment. Let me know, especially on this cook. I've never done this before. Like, let me know what you guys think. Am I hitting on things right? Am I missing things? Really happy to hear people's comments. Really happy to see kind of what people want to, If you do enjoy my videos and you do enjoy what I've been doing, like, consider subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate all the support that I've been given. Make barbecue and share my passion with people and share what I live and enjoy. And until next time, this is Barbecue Elevated. My name is Scott, and we'll see you later.